Chef Anthony here, making an amazing tomahawk steak. I'm gonna cook this right on the induction cooktop with a nice cast iron. Gonna be amazing, okay guys? Let's jump right into it. I have my cast iron pan on my induction cooktop. I'm gonna heat this up to about a 70% just to get this nice and hot. The induction, guys, if you don't know, really heats up at the bottom. The magnetrons come together, create that friction, create that energy. A great cook spot, and it's super safe. I can put my hand on it while this guy's preheating, okay? So, to this pan, I'm just gonna add a little bit of olive oil. I don't wanna add it cold. And we'll get that right in there very nicely. So, our tomahawk steak, a great cut of meat right here. So, little rib, little chuck cut. So, I'm gonna pat this guy dry, get all the moisture off it. I got a little bit of sea salt. Gonna heavily salt this guy very nicely, just like this. A little bit of this black pepper. Just some regular olive oil we're using right here, folks, today. Smoking point matters on a few of these, but the induction is so friendly that I feel comfortable cooking with a little bit of regular extra virgin olive oil. Now a little Montreal steak. Finish that off, and now we'll roll to make sure we get this side too. This is my favorite one once everything's said and done to eat. Let's give it a little test. Okay, I see it. See how it's starting to pop? That's what I like to do. Just test it with the seasonings. Perfect. Let's get this tomahawk on right here. Okay? Now we're gonna crank it up to full power because we want to ensure a great sear on the first minute or two. Okay? We're gonna sear this guy for about 2 minutes on each side, making sure it's all seared and sealed up. Then we're gonna add our roast probe and monitor our cooking process. All right, it's been 5 minutes. We're gonna flip and get a good sear on this side. Check out how our crust is doing. Looks great. That bubble and pop, exactly what we need. We're gonna bring this back up to a 7, 5 minutes. All right, crew, this is perfect. Look at the great caramelization on here, the crust. We've reached the correct temperature. I just love everything about this. So let's transfer this over the board, shut our induction top down. We're just gonna add to this, we're just gonna melt a little bit of that butter right on top, just to give it a little bit of creamy, give it a little bit of shine. That's a perfect sear. You hear that crust. Guys, our next step, after we butter this, we're gonna let this rest probably 10 to 12 minutes so the juices don't run and it comes out cool. So now's the waiting part. Okay, our tomahawk's rested. Looks amazing. I get this all the time, guys. How do you carve the tomahawk steak? Chef, what's your best way to do it? So, super easy. This is how I take it. I take my long carving knife. I just go against the bone like this, and I just keep going. I ride that whole line like that. So it comes off very nice. And I keep this as a presentation piece, too. This is always fun to serve, everybody. You'll get somebody to gnaw on this, okay? So now we have it just like this, and you want to go, here's the grain, so you want to go against the grain, and you want to get great slices. Look at that, just like that. Look at that, the great sear on it. The resting is huge, and we don't let a lot of juice come out of here. Look how great that looks. And then I'm just going to finish this with a little bit of sea salt. Only one thing left to do. Enjoy, everyone. That's just about perfect. I can't say anything more. Amazing tomahawk. Thank you, Wolf.